Have you ever noticed how people talk about becoming wealthy as if it starts with $1 million? They imagine giant investment portfolios, luxury homes, expensive vacations, and complete financial freedom. But what if I told you that one of the most important financial milestones isn't $1 million? It's not even $100,000. For most people, the first truly life-changing financial milestone is much smaller. It's $10,000. Now, $10,000 won't make you rich. It won't allow you to quit your job tomorrow. It won't buy a mansion or a sports car. But something remarkable happens when you reach this number. Your relationship with money begins to change. The way you think changes. The way you make decisions changes. And perhaps most importantly, the way you see your future changes. Because for the first time, you're no longer living entirely in financial survival mode. Let's talk about why. Imagine two people. The first person has $500 in their bank account. The second person has $10,000. Neither one is wealthy. Neither one is financially independent. But their daily experience of life is completely different. The person with $500 worries about every unexpected expense. A car repair feels like a disaster. A medical bill creates panic. A missed paycheck becomes an emergency. Their financial life feels fragile. Every mistake has consequences. Every surprise creates stress. Now look at the person with $10,000. They still need to work. They still have bills. But they have something incredibly valuable. Breathing room. And breathing room changes everything. When people think about money, they often focus on mathematics. Interest rates. Investment returns. Net worth. But money is just as much about psychology as it is about numbers. Financial stress consumes mental energy. When you're constantly worried about bills, your brain stays focused on immediate problems. You're thinking about surviving next week, not building the next decade. This is one reason poverty can become a trap. It's difficult to plan for the future when you're fighting fires every day. But when you save your first $10,000, something interesting happens. The emergencies don't disappear. Life still happens. Cars still break down. Unexpected expenses still show up. The difference is that those problems no longer have the power to destroy your entire month. You can handle them. And that creates a sense of control. Control is one of the most underrated benefits of saving money. People often think wealth is about buying things. In reality, wealth is often about reducing fear. The less fear you have about money, the more freedom you have to make better decisions. Think about your career. Imagine your boss is treating you unfairly. Imagine you're stuck in a job you hate. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, leaving feels impossible. You need the income. You need the security. You need the next paycheck. But if you have $10,000 saved, the situation changes. Suddenly, you have options. You can take risks. You can search for something better. You can negotiate with confidence. You can walk away if necessary. The money didn't solve all your problems. But it gave you choices. And choices create freedom. This is why many financially successful people don't obsess over luxury items. They obsess over flexibility. They understand that money's greatest power isn't what it buys. It's what it allows you to refuse. You can refuse bad opportunities. You can refuse toxic environments. You can refuse decisions made from desperation. And that's incredibly powerful. But there's another reason the first $10,000 matters so much. It proves something important. It proves that you can do it. Think about what saving $10,000 actually requires. It requires discipline, consistency, patience, planning. You probably had to say no to things. You probably had to delay gratification. You probably had to make choices that weren't always fun. And after months, or maybe years, you finally reach the goal. That achievement creates confidence. Not confidence in your bank account. Confidence in yourself. You begin to see yourself differently. You're no longer someone who wants to save money. You're someone who actually saves money. That identity shift is huge. Because once people change their identity, their behavior tends to follow. The person who saves $10,000 is much more likely to save $20,000. The person who saves $20,000 is much more likely to save $50,000. And eventually, the process starts feeding itself. Success creates confidence. Confidence creates action. Action creates more success. This is where the power of momentum begins. Most people underestimate how important momentum is in building wealth. At first, progress feels painfully slow. Saving the first few $100s feels difficult. The first 1,000 takes effort. The first 5,000 feels far away. But eventually something changes. The habit becomes normal. Saving becomes automatic. The process becomes easier. You're no longer forcing yourself. You're simply continuing what you've already become. That's why many investors say the first $10,000 is harder than the next $100,000. Not because the math gets easier. Because the habits become stronger. And habits are what build wealth. Now let's talk about investing. Many people think they need huge amounts of money before investing matters. But that's not true. When you reach $10,000, you're finally at a point where your money can start working alongside you. Maybe the returns aren't enormous yet. But they are noticeable. For the first time, your money begins generating money. And once you experience that, your perspective changes forever. You stop seeing every dollar as something to spend. You start seeing every dollar as a potential employee. Every dollar can work. Every dollar can grow. Every dollar can help build your future. That's a completely different mindset from simply earning and spending. It's the mindset that eventually creates wealth. But perhaps the biggest change isn't financial at all. It's emotional. When people save their first $10,000, they often report feeling calmer. More confident. More hopeful. Not because they suddenly became rich. But because they finally have proof that they are moving in the right direction. Progress creates motivation. And motivation creates more progress. For the first time, the future starts looking different. Instead of wondering how you'll survive the next emergency, you begin wondering how far you can go. Can you reach $20,000? $50,000? $100,000? The conversation changes. The possibilities expand. And that's why saving $10,000 changes your life forever. Not because of what the money buys, but because of what the milestone represents. It represents discipline. It represents consistency. It represents control. It represents possibility. Most importantly, it represents proof. Proof that you can build something bigger. Because wealth isn't created overnight. It's built one decision at a time. One habit at a time. $1 at a time. And for many people, the first $10,000 is the moment they stop hoping for a better financial future and start creating one. That's when everything begins to change.